What's up, Goalie World? I am back with a goalie skate comparison video. This time we are comparing the Bauer Pro Ultra. I'm kidding. The Bauer Pro Senior Level Goal Skate, $850 retail, and True Hockey's two-piece custom goalie skate for 2023. I kind of want to make a short video today. Sometimes I ramble on for 10 minutes, but I want to kind of condense this into 5 minutes. What did I like, what I don't like, and who is king for me. So some backstory. I currently wear the Bauer Pros. I've been wearing Bauer skates for like 10 years or so. Before this, I had the Supremes for about 2 or 3 years. Had Cowling skates before that and graduated into this. This has been my favorite skate I've ever worn. Really lightweight, great skate, but I had some issues with my toe rubbing on the inside of the skate, so I figured I'd give some other skates a chance. I did originally try a True two-piece custom skate about 6 months ago, but it came with the stock holder and with the step steel, and I don't know what it was with the tower holder, but I just felt like a giraffe on ice. I couldn't really move like I wanted to, like I can in my Bauer skates. And there just were things like I just was not comfortable with. So I immediately got rid of those skates because they just weren't what I was expecting. And everyone raves about True skates and the customizer and everything, and I just didn't like them. So I got rid of them, and then I thought to myself, man, I really wish I'd put on the Vertexx Towers, Bauer's Tower, on the True skates, since you see a lot of NHLers and pros do that and try them out. Happy to say they're better for me, coming from Bauer skate with the Vertexx Edge, but there's still things that I just can't get super comfortable with in this skate. So they took a scan of my foot. The bed is really comfortable, and the problems that I had with my foot rubbing on the Bauers do not happen in the Trues. So Bauer has these points here where there's on the inside of the skate, you can feel it. There's two pieces of plastic here that connects by a seam. And when I first had these skates, I didn't have the problem, but after about like 8 or 9 months, my big toe started rubbing weird on this on the inside of the skate, causing blisters. Not so much that it's like, oh my God, pain, but enough to be annoying, which is what led me to try other skates. But with that being said, the True skates are all one piece, so there are no seams where something like that can happen. The big difference is I notice, this skate, this True custom skate 8 is heavier. It is a heavier skate than Bauer's Pro option. So much so, some people say when you're on the ice you can't notice it. I notice it. These skates are really light. I'd say featherweight, probably the lightest goal skate on the market. Lighter than the Connects, lighter than Trues. I've not tried CCM's option. The Trues fit, I mean, if you're not used to a True, they fit like, people say a sock, but I would say that not in like the comfy fabric kind of way, but more so like in a claustrophobic kind of way. So with my Bauers, they're a size 10 fit 1. Every foot's different, and Bauer had previously to the Connects fit 1, fit 2, fit 3. And they're depending on the width of your skate, whereas the Trues are taking, from what I understand, a mold of your foot and making a skate. So they fit, I say the word tighter, but I'd use the word more claustrophobic if you're not used to a True skate, which has positives and negatives. I like having a little bit of room for my toes to wiggle. I can't do that so much in these Trues. They make my feet feel kind of claustrophobic. They are noticeably heavier on the ice. I do feel that. I can move much better now with this Vertexx Tower. So I say if you are used to Bauer skates, get the Vertexx Edge Tower and have it installed versus the stock option. But there's just something about this Bauer skate that I keep coming back to. Any important skate, any important game, I'm wearing these things. I'm not wearing the Trues. My first pair of True Customs I sold after 2 skates because I didn't think they were super comfortable. It turned out to be, a lot of it was the tower. But now that I've fixed that issue with my second pair of True Customs, the toe issue I have is gone on this, but they're just heavier. I don't feel like I have quite the control I do in the Bauer Pros. It's just really hard to explain. A lot of it probably has to do because I've worn Bauer skates for the last 10 years. And my feet just sort of used to this. These are still really, really comfortable skates. I mean, in my opinion, this is the best laced skate on the market. I have tried the Connects as well too. Those are really comfortable after you bake them. The only thing I didn't like about the Connects is I didn't like how bulky all the ski boot material around the side was. That was kind of annoying for me, and they're a little bit heavier than this. If we can find a skate that gets this light or lighter, I would stick with it. The other thing about the True skates that I wasn't like too fond of is just how tight everything fits. I mean, you kind of have to put your foot in sideways and turn, and the way that this leather kind of overlaps the foot, it becomes hard to lace your skates sometimes. When I baked them, I purposely did not lace the top to kind of stretch them out to get some extra space here. But even like the tongue has, they're laced up now, but the tongue, when it is out, it has trouble like getting back into the skate because the top of the skate's so curved in, which I found to be quite annoying. Whereas on the Bauers, you can kind of see the outside here is a little bit wider, but it's a lot more flexible. I mean, look at how much I'm able to flex this. So I can tie the skate really tight and get a tight fit on my ankle. Whereas on the Trues, they curve in, and this is a lot stiffer than the Bauer. So they just kind of stay there even if you tighten your skate really tight. It doesn't kind of hug your foot the way the Bauer does. So all in all, what would I personally recommend? The Bauers. They're lighter. My foot is a lot more comfortable in this, although I do have issues with rubbing on my toe, which the Connects did solve because it doesn't have this two-piece thing here on the Connects. But the Connects are also heavier, and the Connects, I just didn't like how bulky some of the ski boot stuff is. The Trues, I mean, everyone's wearing these things in the pros. They are great skates. They're super sturdy, super well built, but they're heavier. I personally notice it on the ice, which I'm not thrilled about. The tongues just, it's so hard to get in to the bed of the skate. I'm sure if I kept wearing these skates and baked them again, I could get to the point where they're a lot more comfortable for me. They are still comfortable when I put on, but like at the end of a 90-minute skate, my foot is kind of throbbing. I think after time my foot would become accustomed to it, but I just still, there's something about the feel of these skates that I just am not getting that I do get with these Bauer Pros. I don't know what it is. I feel like I tried these specifically because my toe was rubbing on these things. I tried these things and they're good skates. It's just I can't, there's a certain je ne sais quoi, I don't know what to say. I call it control. And for some reason in this skate, I am able to control my stance better, my movement better. I feel like I almost push too far in these true two-piece customs when I'm sliding cross crease across the slot. And it's, yeah, I don't know what it is. There's just something really magical about this Bauer Pro skate. So I'd say, you know, rather than spend the $1,000 on these true customs, this is an amazing option. Bauer Pro skates. It's, you know, 2019, 2020 skate that's still been around for a couple of years. I take that back, maybe 2021, 2022. And Bauer's just focused on the Connects at this point, but this is my favorite goalie skate of all time. So I would say don't get caught up in the hoopla of Connects. They are a great skate if you want to try something different. Don't get caught up in the hoopla of a two-piece custom true. Again, fantastic skate. I'm sure I could get these to feel maybe better, or how I'd like them to feel after 5-10 skates, but because I'm so baked into these Bauer Pro skates, this is just my go-to, my number one. Leave any comments below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and stop some bugs.